Hey everyone, I'm Dylan Watkins, and this is my project answering the question on if violence in video games impact mental health. Like most kids my age, I grew up playing video games as a hobby, and honestly, a lot of the popular games my friends and I played were packed with action and violence. From shooting games to fighting games, most of the popular ones contained some form of violence. And over the years, there has been plenty of debates about whether violent video games are harming users, and especially this younger generation. Many news outlets and politicians pointing to these games as the reason for younger generation's problems. And while some concerns and research is important and genuine, many arguments commonly used are just myths. So, do these negative impacts exist, and are they influencing our mental health? To answer this, I started with a small survey among 20 of my friends where I asked if they think violence in video games impacted their mental health. Of the 20, only 2 said yes, and when asked to elaborate, both said it was less to do with the violence and more to do about being mad about losing. Obviously, this isn't good enough to test, so some research would be required. Some academic studies do show that violence in video games can cause short-term increase of aggressive thoughts or feelings. For example, a 2000 study titled The Effects of Frustration, Violence, and Trait Hostility After Playing Video Game looked at both violence and aggression in video games impact on aggression. They found that violent content alone can raise aggressive thoughts shortly after playing, but surprisingly, the frustration caused by difficult gameplay had a greater influence. That may indicate that even non-violent games can spike aggression if they're stressful enough. Other academic research suggests something completely different. A more recent study from 2024 titled Does Violence in Video Games Impact Aggression and Empathy? Tracked participants over a long period of time found no correlation between playing video games that are violent and long-term changes in behavior. Instead, it found that people who were already showing signs of aggression prior to playing the video game were more likely to play that violent video game. So instead, it proved that the correlation may be that it's just reflective of the user's personality. It's fair to say that excessive gaming without moderation or balance can lead to negative outcomes, especially with people already exhibiting issues with aggression. But blaming video games themselves for much of the issues is ignoring what the broader conversation is really about beyond just video games. Many of these concerns are part of a much bigger conversation, not just about video games, but how violence is normalized and even glorified across all kinds of media. Long before people were playing video games with violence, they were watching TV shows and movies with violence. So while it's important to think critically about what we play and how it affects us, it's also important to not simplify the conversation to it just being video games.